One of the biggest foundation is how do you price these rental. Pricing is an art, it's a science. Trust me, in the beginning, I don't know how to price. I lost thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars now looking back. So pricing is super critical in your business. And today we'll cover the details of pricing structure. What are the key factors? How do you do it right? So that way you can ensure get the right pricing at the right time for the right people, the right clients. So that way you will live the lifestyle of your dreams and come out and join us. The most important thing you need to understand is why are these companies willing to pay this kind of pricing? Because they, instead of renting 5 hotels, they can just rent 1 home. It's saving the company 50 to 80% of the income. Secondly, for insurance housing, these families, they like the space, they have kids, they have dogs, they need a place, and insurance is paying for them going through a disaster anyway. So it's like Robin Hood. We're helping the regular people get the money from the insurance and show them that insurance will cover a lot. So we will give them the most value for their buck. So with that being said, first of all, this is the general rule of thumb, right? And then you can fluctuate from there. Is double the market rent of a vacant home. For example, in Texas, let's say I rent a home for $2,500, or you want to sublet out for $5,000. If you're in California, you rent for $4,000, sublet out for about $8,000-ish. So it depends on where you are at. That will bring us to the first key point here. First step of real estate is location, location, location. Depending on your location, that's how you can charge premium rent or not. Is it close to the beach? Is it close to Central? You gotta find a location that has centrally located. One of the biggest hack I can tell you, I only share this with certain amount of people, and I want to share this to help you right now. It's called the 3 H's rule. Hospital, highways, and hotels. Why? Because these companies, they already done their research of where the best places are. They invested millions of dollars into it as well. So that's why hospital, highways, and hotels is amazing start. And based on that, is it centrally located? Is it next to 2 highways, right? But location is very important. So you wanna also look for more of a nicer neighborhood. Is it nice? Is it older neighborhood? All of that play a factor. So you start out, the framework is double the market rent. And then based on that, you can plus or minus a few $100 based on the location. We have the property size play a factor, okay? Our sweet spot is 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath. So anything from 3 bedroom to 5 bedroom. 2 bedroom is fine in the bigger cities as well. A good general rule of thumb is for each bedroom that you can put in, you can charge around $500 to $1,000 more per month. So that's why when you have a home, like a 3-bedroom home with an office, you want to turn that office into a bedroom. So that way you can host more people. And of course, put a nice desk in there, working area as well. So that way you can host more people and make more money with that, right? Because the budget of this corporate housing is per employee. You get it? For some room, you can put in 2 beds instead of 1. If you put in 2 beds, you can host more people. For each of these more people, you can charge a couple $100 more a month, or a few $100 more a month because you are hosting more people. So it definitely is an art, depending on the deal, depending on the location of that, but the size and how many bedroom, how many people you can sleep is super crucial in determining your price. Okay, the other thing you want to look for, it is a seasonal somewhat business, right? Much better than vacation, because vacation you only book like half of the year. This, your occupancy rate about 80% of the time, but there's still seasons. Example, in Florida, the winter time here is actually really hot because the snowbirds come down here. And then the summertime is actually a little bit slower. So if you're in Arizona, then the summertime is slow as well because it's too hot there. If you're in Texas though, or any regular area, usually the summertime, you're killing it. You're making a lot of money. But the winter time is a little bit slower. So you factor that in. And how you factor that is in the good time, in the 3 hot months, you want to increase the pricing to 2.5x. Let's say the vacant rental is $2,000. 2.5x of that is like $3,000 more. So you charge the company $5,000. And then we have so much profit margin in this that in the slow season, don't be afraid to give 30, 40, 50% discount, because our profit margin is about 40, 50%. So even if you break even at the slow season, you make a killing the rest of the 9 months, right? So don't be greedy. Make sure your profit feel, that's the most important part. And we have a bunch of strategy on how to do that as well. So remember, a bird in the hand is worth more than 2 in the bush, right? So get somebody in there, cover the payment during the slow season, and then during the high season, don't be afraid to charge high, because it's just market demand, supply demand, man. It's law of economics, that's all. It's very fair, the fair market value. Don't focus on the price, focus on over deliver. How can you serve the customer, and then they see the value of it, and then they can pay whatever pricing they want. All right, guys, this is the bonus ninja tactics I want to give you, okay? In pricing, whoever give out the first number always loses. So when you get a car, somebody call you, want to book a car, book your home, ask them how much is your price range, not just budget. Don't say budget, because budget make people think scarcity. Say what is your price range per night. It's very important, not per month. Why? Because per night doesn't sound like a lot, but you scale that per month. Let's say it's only like $150 a night, but it's actually $4,500 a month. You see what I'm saying? So per night, if their price range, let's say it's $150 a month to $200 a month. Well, you can kind of see, you can pick a little bit higher than $150. Versus if you say, my price is like $150 a night, boom, that's all you're gonna get. Let them show you all their cars. Especially with insurance. Insurance always have more resource. Insurance always willing to pay. Okay, they're supposed to pay more. They make so much money from these people. They only cover like a tiny percent. Prime example for my student, Stephanie, rents in California, $4,000 a month per home. And now she charged $8,000, making $4,000 per month per home in California. That's what I'm talking about. It's absolutely incredible. You can click and see her story here. We did a whole tour, and I flew out there to help her personally because she wanted my elite student. That's how much I care about my students, okay? That is an example of pricing. Now, she also, depending on the location of that, sometimes it's not 8,000, it's 7,000. It's okay. You're still making $3,000 a month. You see what I'm saying? Even 6,000, you're making $2,000 a month off of properties you don't even own. So the mindset is, I mean, dude, it's like free money, okay? Don't be greedy. Right? As long as you're making a profit each and every month, almost passive income, because what else you gotta do? Nothing, okay? You don't really gotta do much, right? After they check in and everything. So with that, don't be greedy, give them over deliver, and they will always get more and more from God. All right, guys, I'm telling you, I'm here with one of my elite students. Ricky here is amazing, amazing brother here. We definitely give the most value as we can. And Ricky, tell them how much you charging for rent here in Florida, and how much do you rent it out for?
Well, here in Florida, I'm renting properties between $3,000 and $4,000, and what I do is I double up. I put them at about $7,500 to $8,000, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doubling my money. So with a $3,500 investment, my return is $3,500. With a $4,000 investment, I'm making $4,000 a month, not a year, guys. A month per property.
Wow. How long did it take you to set up your first, how many properties?
I set up 5 properties in 1 month.
Wow.
And at the get-go, we started off, we had 4 out of 5 fully booked after 2 weeks, and then the 5th one booked up in the 3rd week.
And then the best part is he flew back home to another country where he lived, and for how many months?
I was gone for 4 months, and our properties were up and running, generating revenue each and every month, passively, and with no issues because of the system we have here. Being corporate housing, we don't have to change our customers every 2-3 days. They're coming in for 3-month stays, 2-month stays, 4-month stays. So I mean, it's very hassle free and very rewarding.
Awesome. Come and join us, guys. Much love.
Absolutely.